Because we're spies in disguise. We back here at the pre-show 3WayDeal podcast. You already know what it is, man. We had the finals. Joyous times, man. Joyous and also very, very, very sad times because that means no more basketball for like 3 months.
It's all good. We got America's real sport.
I do enjoy baseball nowadays. That's some quality entertainment. I enjoy watching people, swing their Midas with a stick, trying to completely obliterate a tethered ball.
Tether, you said?
Oh, my bad, not tethered. It's not tethered up. But yeah, a ball.
I just know Jerks and Profar can eat shit.
Oh,
Padres legend. But he sold me today, man. Sold me. He sold me. You know who I'm really starting to like, guys? That Lourdes Gurriel brother.
Uh-huh.
He good with me, man. I'm telling you.
That's cool with you, yeah.
He good with me, yo.
And that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get into some Gary Sanchez. He hot right now.
Every time Gary Sanchez swing the bat, it's a home run, son. I'm like, what the hell?
Something about them ex-Yankees. Once they leave, they turn into good players again.
I'm like, oh, shit. Gary fucking Sanchez, man. We smoked Barlow today. We needed a game like that, though.
Yeah, you guys stink.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, man. It's bad.
Bunch of frauds.
It's not working.
Mm-hmm. You can't compete with the LA Dodgers.
Unfortunately. But it's all right, man. You know.
Dookie Betts.
Please go to hell. I'm praying for Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Shohei Ohtani, and Mike Trout tonight. Home runs specifically. But, just go play a game, guys.
Ha 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 ha. There we go. Just had to do a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Well, I think it was a slow news day today because one of the top headlines I saw was that Tom Brady is for sure not coming back to the NFL.
Oh, that'd have been first on any news day, brother. It's Tom Brady.
But I thought we were all, past that. My bad.
It's Tom Brady. Do you remember when Brett Favre kept retiring and unretiring? Now, imagine if Brett Favre was the greatest football player ever. That's how that goes.
Should have made me angry.
Hey, man, listen. I'm angry with you.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. All right. I'm all good to go. I think I did everything I was supposed to do.
But did you do everything you were supposed to think?
Is that a rhetorical question?
That's a victorious question because you, my friend, are a winner.
I'm not feeling it, man. I'm sorry.
Now, let this be known to all the kids out there. You are winners.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you are inspirational, man.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the kids that grew up Celtics or Raiders fans. You're terrible. You're awful people.
Jesus.
Your parents shouldn't even have birthed you, son. That's how I feel.
Well, that's insane to say.
Well,
we're losing viewers still.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I can say a bad thing every now and then. I'm the good guy on the podcast.
We're losing fan support. You can't be doing that, Stu. You're the good guy.
Truth's not going to come back if I keep talking like this.
Mm-hmm.
What is Dave going to think of me?
Man, who knows? Who knows these days? Oh, I forgot to put it in the group chat. That's what I forgot to do. Silly me. Wah, 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 wah.
Make sure you put them in them group chats, yo.
Mhm.
Please don't trim that fat. She will kill me.
How I do this? I'm old, I don't know how to do this.
He is an old geezer.
Hmm.
Once you get to 26, you forget about all technology.
Hey, yo, my phone just froze.
Mm-hmm.
This is just wonderful. Okay, let me just close that. It still froze. Okay. My phone suck, bro. I need to update it. I think we're good to go now. Woo, woo, mm, 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 mm. I bet.
Jesus, Will Levis reeks.
Nah, yo, he next up.
Nah, yeah, you gonna respect Penn State legend now.
Ah, boy.
He next up, y'all. You know what else is next up?
Was that, yo?
Juice.
Sip. Yeah. Yeah. Sip. Huh? Yeah. Big bet. Tell me what you niggas really know about big tech. These niggas be swines, might as well be made of pig flesh. Might make an appearance, but that shit just for the quick check. We the jiggy niggas in the city, bitch dipset. I just made a play and I got double back. In a day, what you make in a month, I'm making double that. I can make the money come easy, I'll never fumble that. I might fill the tub up 100 and take a bubble.
Welcome back to another episode of 3-Way Deal. We here is NBA Finals time, week, whatever you want to call it. We're here, and it's bittersweet, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful ending. It's a beautiful ending to it this season. I'm your host, Grizzy Gray. You already know what it is, man. Here are my two faithful co-hosts. Got my man AJ Stu over there.
What's going on, guy?
And today we have Mr. Charles Swankley down under.
Oh, God.
We're not the TNT crew, yo.
You should have said something before. I could have changed my name.
Oh, hold on. I could still do it. Hold up. Mm-hmm.
Can I?
You can do it whenever you want,
Is
yeah.
technology great?
I don't even know how to do it, but yeah.
No.
No.
I mean, I do know how to do it, but I don't feel like it right now. Oh,
Okay.
you gotta leave. I forgot. You gotta leave and come back. Yeah.
No, you can do it right here, yo.
He just told you to get out, didn't he? So why don't you listen?
Wait,
Brother.
where you do it at, yo? Teach me
Oh,
something.
you see them three dots on your picture on the bottom left?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think you are?
I got you, yo.
Who do you think you are? Some type of wizard?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I bet. Yeah, we here now. We got the whole crew here today. I'm Grizzly Smith. I got my two Hall of Famers here with me, Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Swankley in the building. We are it's not TNT crew, it's the 3WD crew. So that's what it
We
is.
better than them niggas.
Swear to God. We next up, man. Somebody gotta take over.
We don't
We
laugh.
need to earn it up.
But
Yeah,
who rolling and rocking, not just rocking. Man, what does your boy Drew be saying, man?
We
Who
love
knows?
San Antonio women.
we
love
gotta find our own
San
signal.
Antonio. Hey, man. But we got a good pie here today. We're going to be talking about some of the newer coaches, being in different places, or just really the two that we kind of really care about that happened recently. We're going to talk about the future of certain players in the NBA and, where they might land, if they might stay where they're at. You know how it go. And we're going to give an NBA Finals preview, just talk about predictions, matchups, factors, all that good stuff. So we're going to start off with the coach signing of Mr. Monty Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy.
Monty Williams coached the Pistons and he signed a 78. It's a 6 year, 78.5 million deal.
Talk that money.
That
Mm-hmm.
is a record deal for a coach, actually, just so you everybody know. The Pistons haven't been over 500 since the 2015-2016 season. That's like 8 years ago.
The Blake Griffin year, you say, huh?
hmm
Yeah.
So, as you know, Monty, you're stepping in there. You got Cade, you got Ivy, you got Duran, you got Bojan and Isaiah, Wiseman, and Bagley. And now you have the number 5 pick this year. What are you guys expecting year one? And where do you guys see this team if, he does play out all 6 years? Let's just say he does.
Um, I mean, I don't believe anything Detroit does, so it's nothing but pain, honestly. Um, I think he's good for Cade because, to be honest, Cade is the face of the franchise, right? And he's the guy. I think Monty is the perfect guy to just help get him going. Hopefully, Cade stays healthy this year, but
We
knowing
good.
Detroit, it won't matter if he's healthy or not because they like to tank. And even if he's healthy, he might end up sitting. They say injury, but regardless, I just like the fact that Detroit is paying my black coaches all this money, man. And listen, it's beautiful to see
hmm
a black coach get paid this much money. I just want the NFL to, go ahead, take notes, please. Specifically Washington when it's time to pay EB, huh?
Oh,
But
you already know. You already know.
yeah, but
Josh Harris got
it's
him.
Detroit, man. It's Detroit. I don't see a lot of hope. I like their team though, but it's hard to just believe in Detroit because it's just been so many years. Like you can like something and it's gone because it's Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nasty because it's Detroit, but I think it's a good spot for Monty. For one, Detroit basically said they wasn't taking no for an answer, so they just gave him as much money as they possibly could. Which
Yeah.
to get a good head coach in there for a young team, sometimes you got to pay that price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know what to think expectations wise because that is still a very bad roster. Like there's
Terrible.
very little they could do this off season to make me be like, oh yeah, they've gone from a 17 win team to a 38 win team. Like that's a lot of wins to jump up, man. So um they kind of got the short end of the stick in the lottery, going from one to what they sixth, fifth,
That's
some shit
fair.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't
It,
see the
it,
issue.
it went wrong. What'd you say?
I ain't see the issue, but yeah,
Oh God, here you go, man. Here you
That's
go.
bad.
I don't know. I don't know what your hatred with Detroit is, but they good people, man.
That's bad, man.
Yeah,
Wemby was
they
almost a Hornet, man.
like they have an interesting young roster. You got Wiseman, you got Isaiah Stewart, you got Jalen Duran, who's better than both of them to me, who should be a starting.
absolutely.
Yeah, he should
hmm
be starting from day one next year. Um, but Monty will get them right. They'll play better defense. They'll pay more attention to detail. They'll be more crisp in their sets. Cade will come back healthy. I'm a big fan of Jaden Ivey.
Yes,
They just got to stop playing Killian Hayes, man. That's what Monty's first thing got to be. When he coming in, and be like, look, man, no more of this shit. No,
trade him.
no more, man. Please, bro. No
And
more Corey, not Corey Joseph. No more Corey Joseph either. But no more Killian
still in the league,
Hayes.
man.
No more Corey Joseph. Get Alec Burke out of there, man. Just play everybody that's 23 years old or younger. Just play them because you don't. What do you have to lose, bro?
Nothing.
Really.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, you got
And
nothing.
Monty's going to be there. I wouldn't say he's going to coach out the whole 6 years because that's over a half a decade, man. That's a long time to be
You
coaching in one
you
spot.
know what's gonna happen, man. He gonna develop them boys good. He gonna get
hmm
out of there, go to a championship team for an assistant coach job real quick for a little bit.
hmm
Build that back up, and he might be right back a head coach for
Yeah,
another.
and then Detroit will get some young offensive minded coach in like 2026 or some shit like that. You know
Mhm.
how that shit cycles through, man. But I think it's a good hire. I think it's a really good hire for them. He'll be good for Cade. He'll be good for Ivy. I'm really just interested to see what they do with that fifth pick, really, to get that third kind of young player in there to kick this rebuild in the into some fast forward mode or something because they can't keep being this bad, man. It just is nasty. It's nasty, bro. When the last time the Pistons were like, okay,
Yeah.
the first year Blake Griffin was there, nigga? Like, I don't know.
Nah, when they because they went to the playoffs with Dwayne Casey one year. They were AFC.
Yeah, with Blake.
Yeah, Balake Griffin. That was the best version of Blake Griffin, by the way. He just played for the fucking Pistons.
He got hurt too. He got
Yeah,
hurt right
yeah,
after
he
the
had
playoffs.
that real bad
Catching
knee.
threes and everything. I was like, who?
Yeah,
is
I was
this
like,
guy?
oh shit, Blake is dribbling all this shit.
I was like, who is this guy? This is what Ben Simmons was supposed to be, man. What the hell is
All
going
right,
on?
man. Come
My bad.
Who? We erased that man's name out of our.
Come on, man.
You don't say that name.
Oh,
No, shut up, Don. You were standing with him. I don't know you there.
Exactly. I can't say him no more. How do you disappoint me this much that you hate the sport?
Yeah,
you realize haters.
he got a bad back, man.
He got bad everything, man.
Oh,
So, I mean, realistically, going back to that fifth pick, realistically, I think that they're looking at one of the two Thompson twins, or really one of the two Thompson twins.
best case scenario, Brandon Miller falls to him.
Yeah, or Brandon Miller.
And you run out Jaden, Cade, Brandon. Then I'm tuning in. You got me then. You got me. You got me locked in. You get one of the twins too. You could. You come out with Jarris Walker or somebody like that. And I think
Amani Bates.
Mm. You standing with him, Don?
Yeah, from Michigan.
There you go.
Skilled players like that gonna get picked up, man. I don't care what nobody say.
All right, man. Just please.
Hey, man.
Nigga
Cook
talk
him.
about
Let him cook. All right, bet. So the next coach signing that I want to get into, we're gonna talk about Nick Nurse going to the Sixers.
Yeah, that was a good shocker right there. I still think Harden gonna leave, but that's excellent right there. I like that pickup a lot. I wanted him to go
Nurse
to
want him to stay, man. I don't know if his
I don't think coaching matters. I think at this point it's for Harden. Do I want to stay? He's sitting there talking about he wants to be with a competitive team. Nigga, you're there. You're there.
Yeah.
Just be honest with us. You don't like Philly. You want to leave
go back to Houston.
Yeah, we know where you want to go. You want to go where the warm weather at. You've been in New York and you're in Philly now. Brother, it's okay, man. We know you want to go back to the South. It's fine with me. Just say it, man.
But you can't say it.
You can't say that.
You can't.
You can't tell
You
people
can't say that.
about a
Like
team,
you
organization.
cannot say that though.
Basketball. You can't say that.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I want to go back to Houston, not because I want to win. It's because it's 80 degrees there.
And I want to be with my best friend.
Yeah,
I was happy if I was having fun.
Can't say that. No, you got to wait till after you retire to say something like that.
I think
Speaking of,
it's
go ahead.
It's a good hire. I think Nick Nurse is a good coach. Like, okay, Nick Nurse is going to have Embiid in the Defensive Player of the Year talks for sure.
Hell yeah,
for sure. But to me, what this signifies is fuck the coaching moves. I think we about to see a roster overhaul, man. I really do. I think Harden is gone. Go ahead, Don.
I think we should start with Tobias Harris.
That's where it's gonna. Tobias and Harden are gonna be gone, man. They're gonna be gone. There's no way Nick Nurse is gonna look at them and be like, "Yeah, you can play for my team." No, even though what we saw with the Raptors this year isn't really indicative of what I'm saying. Like the Raptors' defense was kind of like bleh at times this year, but they knew. They knew, they knew they weren't doing nothing. Them boards.
They didn't have anybody offensively either that is like,
They have some guys like Siakam's a good.
They got Siakam, but he does the same kind of moves every damn day. So you know what he gonna do.
Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, like they had fine pieces, but I think Nick is gonna come in there and he's gonna go wing crazy. Tobias, I'm sorry, bro, you're gone. PJ, you're 37, 38, man. We can't keep asking you to guard Jason Tatum and then knock down 2 corner threes a game. Because he be ass tired shooting them corner threes, dog. He 50 running around guarding Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown for an entire series. He's not going to make a ton of shots.
No,
And
you
you want
tough.
him to be all active on the offensive glass. They're just going to have to get younger, period. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to have to
For
get
sure.
a younger team.
For sure. Yeah.
They have to get more athletic on the wings. They have to get more shooting. I wouldn't even say more shooting. When you replace Tobias, you're going to have to replace some scoring, but that's what you kind of expect Maxey to pick up a little bit.
Absolutely.
You expect him to, score 3 more points per game this year, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good match for me. I was just shocked he said fuck the Bucks, Nick Nurse. Because they said the deal was almost done, and then he backed out, and then he went to Philly. So I kind of want to know what went on there, because I'm really surprised. He was like, Giannis? Nah. I wonder what was going on. Maybe they said they wasn't going to trade Chris and Drew or something. I don't know. But Nick Nurse is supposed to be
That's it.
coach.
Boy,
Hardly
Milwaukee must have told that nigga, yeah, we're keeping the same core no matter how old they get.
Because you know how Giannis is, yo. Giannis probably said, yeah, we not getting now. Drew, Chris, those my guys. Nah,
That
they
nigga
ain't going.
Giannis said, no, my brother's staying. He said, well, I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm out of here.
my brother.
My brother must stay.
I'm out of this bitch, nigga. I'm out of here.
Yo.
No more of this. He reeks. I can't do this. Unbelievable.
That's hilarious.
Maybe he just didn't want to coach in Milwaukee, man. It's I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to Wisconsin, but from what I've heard, this is not a fun place to be.
Nick Nurse is white, brother. I don't think it matters.
Nick Nurse was in Toronto. Toronto's fucking lit. Nick Nurse like the
Yeah, I ain't
Nick
going
Nurse
back
is the
to
man of the
the-
people.
I ain't going to Milwaukee. Milwaukee probably got
Milwaukee,
some
man.
lit parts, but like, yeah, coming from Toronto, yeah, let me go to Philly.
Philly cool though. I think they'll be fine. They just, for one, even if they kept Doc, they was gonna have to get rid of Tobias, and Harden was gone anyway. So it is what it is though.
Oh, brother, please. Just looked at Nick Nurse. He's from Iowa, man.
So what?
Right, he tired of that.
Yeah, he tired of being, secluded. He tired of that shit.
He want to be outside, yo.
Mm.
He want to be where the parade at, yo.
Where the cheese and crackers parties at. Charcuterie boards.
Man, let's get
Ain't
to
nothing
the
wrong with
next.
a charcuterie board.
Yeah, bro, them joints be busting. But let's get to the next joint. We're gonna talk about Missoula, the Celtics, and Jaylen Brown right quick.
Oh,
So it was brought to my attention today that Brad Stevens has all intentions on keeping, Joe Missoula. I'm pretty sure we all figured that.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, and so he spoke very high of Missoula, saying, yeah, he's young. He's on, it's his first year. He's a great leader, and he's also going to learn more and, what I'm saying, adapt more to the NBA style and pace and all that good stuff and the strategy portion of it and everything. So he speaks very highly on Missoula, and he also spoke very highly on Jaylen Brown, and he said that he wants Jaylen Brown to stay there. He's a big part of what they do, and he's nothing but thankful that, he's been a part of that organization so far. I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys still think that JB is out of there, or do they, lock him up again and then,
he gone. He gone.
Yeah.
Let's just revisit the timeline just a little bit, right?
Right.
So the last few years, when Kevin Durant has been on the trading block, who is the person on the Celtics they mention first? They always say, "Oh, you get KD, send him Jaylen Brown, such and such and such." Yeah. 2 straight. I mean, they lost in the finals last year, but 2 straight playoff exits, right? Both years, he was in trade rumors at the trade deadline. Both years, man. Both years. And this is the 2nd straight year that after they lost, teams have said out loud, "We are making Jaylen Brown dribble." At some point, it's been 7 years, 6, 7 years. You constantly in trade rumors. They telling your ass you can't dribble again. At some point, man, it's just gonna. These are human beings, bro. At some point, he's gonna be like, you know what? I think it's best for me just to get a fresh start somewhere else, and maybe he'll all that trade rumor shit will just fly by and they'll lock him up. But it's been like 2 or 3 years, man. Every time the Celtics lose in the playoffs, they're like, well, what can we do to this roster? And the first thing everybody's like is, well, let's trade Jaylen Brown. The own fan base has done that on multiple occasions. I follow tons of Celtics fans. A lot of them do not like that guy. They don't.
I mean, I'd be mad at a all NBA player that can't fucking dribble left.
Well, see, that's the thing. He's all NBA and he still can't dribble. But then you can't keep using he has potential. Jaylen Brown is like 26, dude. It's like his 7th year, man. Like at some point,
The potential got it has
The
to get up.
potential has the potential.
At some point, potential don't matter no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's gone. I think you'll see him in rumors to Portland, to Minnesota, possibly. I've seen some stuff floating around about the Knicks, but I just don't think they're gonna run that back again. I don't. I can't see because the core of the team has been the same for the last 4 years.
4 years.
Mark, Brown, Horford, Tatum. Rob Wills snuck in there. You just picked up Brogdon in the offseason. You just picked up Derek White the season before. I think it was the season before. One or two. Either this offseason or the season before. So they've had the same core players. And they keep falling a step short. So they're going to have to do something. And the biggest something they could do is getting some different assets in there for Jaylen Brown.
I definitely agree. I
wouldn't do it. Personally, I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's.
Go ahead.
I think it's human nature too for Jaylen Brown. After hearing all these rumors, and he's been the number 2 guy his whole career so far. Mm-hmm. He has a chance to go to another team and potentially be a number 1 guy to prove people wrong and stuff like that. And I think that's human nature and just a human being. After a while, where it seemed like I'm getting carried by Jason Tatum my whole career and stuff like that, you eventually want to branch off and make a name for yourself and establish yourself. I mean, a lot of players did it, so I think that's going to play a huge role in it too. I mean, I've been in Boston for 7 years, dog. We tried to get a ring. We just can't do it.
Right.
We just can't do it. I played like ass. All right. You know, Boston, that's not a nice fan base. You think he's not going to hear about this all summer?
Yeah.
He's on social media. He's active on social media too. Like, come on.
He's very aware of what's going on. He's very aware. The problem to me is what everything is. We talked about this before. Jaylen and Jason are basically the same size and play the same position. Neither one of them play off each other well. So you can't even say, oh, well, they complement each other well. They're both good play. In a sense, they do because they're both very, very good. But what does Jaylen do that helps Jason and vice versa? You know what I'm saying? And again, like we said, it's human nature. At some point, he's gonna stop. He'll be tired of hearing that shit, man. Every year, you in the trade talks for a 35-year-old that never stay healthy, and you 24 averaging 23 a game. Shit gets tiring. And, not to poke at the obvious, but Jaylen Brown's a dark-skinned man that plays for the Celtics. I know he's heard some words he don't want to hear. I know he has.
Yeah. Don't forget, he's very active at that Black Lives Matter movement, too.
Didn't he drive to Atlanta before a game or some shit like that to do something like that? Something like that, bro.
Yeah.
So I know he's hearing the rumors, but like I said, I wouldn't do it because who do you really replace him with? Do you trade for Cat? And I don't even know if you could do that straight up. Are you trading for 34-year-old Dame? Are you trading for Julius Randle? And I don't goddamn know. Anybody? I would to me, I would just bite the bullet and pay him. Pay him whatever you want. Bite the bullet, pay him. You got 2 of the 25 best players in basketball, or 30, whatever you want to call Jaylen Brown. And you try to figure out amongst the margins. You get rid of
Horford.
Yeah, I would get rid of
tired of Al
Horford.
Horford, nigga.
I might even
I
shop Smart too. I might even do that.
Fuck the soul of that team, man.
You just keep
He bring the toughness, the heart, the grit.
I love Marcus Smart, but I think it's time you kind of change up a little bit of the core, or you change up a little bit of the not what you literally build your team around in JB and Tatum, but you could change those 2 other pieces in Horford and Smart.
I just think
bring in somebody different. You know what I'm saying?
Front court, man. I think that's a real.
Or maybe that's what they were hoping.
That is a real front court. That's a good front court. If you're starting Horford and Rob Will, that's a good front court.
But they don't do that. They rarely do it.
That's their money lineup. But that's because Rob Will was hurt all year.
Yeah.
Not because they don't do it. That's their money lineup.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Do you break up the core of a team that has been to 4 Eastern Conference Finals and a final since, what year was Tatum drafted? 2017, 2018?
Yep.
Do you break up that core? Because then anything that's not a conference finals is a failure on the season. And then you got fans looking at you like, well, nigga, we was there 4 times. And you broke everything up? That's just a tough pill to swallow for me. That's tough, man. That's tough. Again, they went to the finals last year, and they were a game away this year. They should have beat Miami because they shouldn't have went down 3-0. But we have to remember, their coach got caught cheating, so that's a federal fucking crime, so they had to fire him, and he was the better coach. They would have beat Miami with Ime.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely. In 5. They would have got him out in 5.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know about 5 because I respect Spo, but yeah. 6. Because Spo that guy.
I don't know. They should have, just because I saw them, just because I saw, the 3-0 comeback somewhat. Well, I can't call it comeback, but the 3-0 run. I believe they could have.
Game 7, you're at home. They saw Jason Tatum go down, and they just gave up.
I mean, we were just talking about the human aspect. It's possibly the last game of your season, and the best player on your team
can barely
sprains
walk.
his ankle 15 and a half seconds into the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck.
Where
do we go from here?
That shit could have happened, maybe halfway through the third.
Yeah,
that's a little different.
We got it, guys. Let's rally. You ain't even sweating.
But it's at the beginning of the game.
Tatum ass incapacitated. It's like, god damn.
You're like, shit. How we about to do this?
They just spent all that energy coming back from 3-0. That takes a lot of fight, bro. That takes a lot of fight. I knew they weren't going to win game 7 for real, bro. But, that takes a lot. They were down 3-0.
Boy's tired.
That takes a lot of resolve. Even I hate talking nice about the Celtics. It makes me fucking sick. But that does take a lot of resolve and a lot of, good play and good coaching. So, I don't think they should break it up. I hope they do. I hope everything. I hope Tatum's the last nigga standing.
Oh, wow.
God dang, man. They can bring back Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier.
No, you're right, man. And I think Jaylen Brown should be a Washington Wizard for sure.
Yeah, give him Corey Kispert.
Trade him for Bill straight up, y'all.
Yeah, no, you gotta keep Kispert. Kispert, my God, boy.
No, trade. Yeah, just trade JB for Bill straight up.
Just take Bill.
Mm-hmm. Where everybody's happy.
Yeah, bring the St. Louis crew back together.
They boys? Yeah.
Oh, man. They would love that. Yeah.
He's mentored Jason Tatum all the time. Take him.
Send it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then JB
they'll
play
lose in the
Tatum.
second round instead of the conference finals. Absolutely.
Nah, I don't even know about that, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
My bad. I'm just talking bad on Bradley Bill.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
right. They
Yeah,
gonna lose to us.
what's wrong with y'all, man?
Take that nigga.
Nobody cares about that brother, man.
You got the best player kicked out of Washington because for some reason they wanted to focus on you and not the best player.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. John Wall, the reason he got kicked out.
I mean, besides the Achilles,
I
besides
think we're just
him
blaming
tripping
Brad.
in his own house, you know.
Yeah, but it was the gang affiliation for sure. But
I think we're just blaming Bradley Beal for nothing now.
Nah, we blaming Brad, yo.
I mean, I'm with
listen
it.
to my man's story,
Gilbert
yo.
brought that gun because Bradley Beal's toxic. Like, Bradley Beal was 8. Bradley Beal was a child.
That sounds logical to me, man.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All makes sense.
That-
There
that's
any other futures of the NBA we want to talk about? Like maybe LeBron or something. I don't know.
I guess we talk about the old man.
You talk about Brian, yo.
He's retiring.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. He'll be back next year. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all you can guarantee right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Back
Because
with
he still
Kyrie.
has a contract for next year. That's all I got.
Yeah. He's gonna be with Kyrie.
Yeah. Huh? What's that?
You're gonna be with Kyrie. Lakers gonna get somebody. They're gonna go get somebody. I ain't gonna lie.
They need to.
Them niggas are gonna get Fred VanVleet, and y'all gonna see me on this podcast screaming. Like,
I like
absolutely.
Trey AD.
I like
AD.
All right, man.
You don't like Van Vliet? What's the problem?
Okay. What if we replace D'Angelo Russell with the 5'11 version of him?
He played better.
Hey. Van Vliet is a better 3-point shooter, I think.
Sure. Sure.
He give more effort on defense.
What happens when we play Denver in the playoffs again and Jamal Murray looks at Fred VanVleet and is like, you come here? What happens?
Hey, Van Vliet gonna say he ain't
gonna
gonna
try.
back down, yo.
He gonna at least try.
His shorter tries, they're the same
No,
size.
but his try is actually gonna matter because he from
Why? Because you like Fred VanVleet?
He from Toronto, so he got that dog in him on defense.
Kraylin, please go get me Kyrie or run this shit back. God damn it.
Very true. Or do a chip in for Dame. I know niggas probably do it every year and he says no, but somebody
he's too loyal.
I know they be asking him every year.
Dame
Just
said,
like,
you gotta come here. You want to play with me? You gotta come here.
Like, come on, man. Just please, man. Come to Portland, Oregon, please.
What you mean? He got Jeremy Grant to come.
Nigga, and he got hurt.
The lineup
They all got hurt
together at the end of the year was so nasty.
Tell him, Tyler.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah.
He's right, sure. But that doesn't mean anything in the playoffs. That don't mean shit.
It mean everything.
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Small guards don't usually last in the playoffs, man. I'm sorry. They usually just don't.
Bro, he got this, yo.
Nah, I'm good off free.
Who else out there? Who else looking to get traded or somewhere else? I don't know. Wait.
Bradley Bill.
All right, man.
I think that's really it that like we really know about that people that won out. I think that is. Well, gosh darn, let's go ahead go down to these NBA Finals preview right quick. You already know what it is. We got game 1 tonight at Denver. Start at 8:30, right? Yeah, 8:30.
Yep, 8:30.
Let's talk about the matchups. I'm
standing with Jokic, yo. I'm standing with him all the way to the end.
I mean, yeah, Jokic is gonna abuse Bam like he normally does.
I ain't gonna say
like he does everybody.
Some people, man, gotta cut it out. Bam is an elite defender.
Yeah.
Now,
but Jokic does that to everybody, so it's okay. I'm not saying like I wasn't talking down on Bam, but I'm just saying he does it to everybody. So
my issue with Bam is just Bam ain't gonna match that offense. He's not.
Yeah.
You think he is?
This is a Bam series right here, boy.
He gonna average 20?
18 and a half.
Oh,
dang, man.
Yeah, as long as he give me 18 tonight,
that's close.
As long as he get 18 tonight, we good.
I need 20 out of him, man. I can't lie.
I just feel like it's a Bam, especially if Denver's gonna play a lot of that drop. A lot of them pocket passes gonna be there. You're just gonna have to be willing to take that 12-foot jumper or shoot a floater or go at Jokic.
But the thing is, Bam can do all that. He just be choosing not to sometimes.
He's just not aggressive offensively. But I said this to Gray yesterday. Bam does so much defensively. At some point, the nigga just tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he's
don't pay you to
switching
be
on
tired, yo.
everybody. He got to box out and try to get boards. He's out here doing everything defensively for them boards. Like, again, he, to me, is the second best defender on earth. So he got a lot of responsibility. So I'm not gonna go out there and ask him to average 23 a game, 25 a game, 22 a game. I'm not gonna ask him for that. Score 18, give me 18, 9, and 3 with that elite level defense. You sold. You sold. And he's a good passer, and I think he'll be able to take advantage of because he's gonna have a lot of space out there.
Yeah.
He'll have a lot of space. He just has to take advantage, bro.
You
He
know,
just
it's
has to
funny.
take advantage. That's it.
Remember when I said in the Miami and Boston series that Jimmy Butler has to have the greatest series I've ever seen in my life from Jimmy Butler? And in the first two games, he was proving that, and then the nigga just disappeared.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Then Caleb
Yeah, I'm
Martin
about to say it
just
became the
Yes,
Caleb
sir.
Martin series.
Caleb
Son.
Martin
My
shows
guy.
up and just says, "You know what? I'm stepping up to be the guy."
Mhm.
I think that's another big factor. Can Caleb Martin do it again?
Why not?
I believe that's also a huge factor because
Why not?
because when you kind of think about it, man, let's just talk about the Heat's journey here. Play to play in, you play 2 games there, you lose the first one, or you won the first one, lose the second, then you play 6 games in the first. I believe they played 6 in the second, right?
Who they play in a second? Knicks?
They played Knicks, yeah.
Yeah,
I
5 or
believe,
6. 1 or 2, I
yeah.
think.
Then you play 7. You know, Denver just got a week and a half off, basically.
Boy, Denver been in the chamber.
Exactly. You
They've
get
been so
2-3 days off. How big is AG's impact on playing Jimmy Butler, considering that Jimmy Butler is really the only person on that team that can create his own shot, and so that that kind of ties into Caleb Martin being able to step up again and being able to create his own shot or do his own thing with the ball.
I mean,
well.
because at the end of the day, MPJ got to check somebody, abuse him, huh?
Hey, wait. Michael Porter has gotten a lot better as a defender. Now, does that mean he's good? No. He's a lot better than he used to be. I'll tell you that.
But when you just got chase niggas around, you ain't got to worry about it when they actually dribble. I mean, I
All
feel
I
like it
ask
matters.
Michael Porter Jr. to do is grab rebounds and shoot every time he catches the ball behind the every single time. Just shoot it, nigga. Just shoot
Absolutely.
it.
I
Just
bet not see a single 6-assist game again.
No, bruh. So why are you passing so much? Are you crazy? Shoot the ball,
He
son.
probably the only player I would get mad at for about that. Listen,
Yeah, like, bro, you're 6'10 and Max Strus is closing out on you. Jump, you 7'3, nigga. Just shoot it. Who cares? Shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to your point, Gray, since Jimmy is the only one that really has the track record of self-creation, I don't even think it's really gonna matter as much because that's been the case the whole playoffs, huh?
very true.
Yeah.
That's been the case the moment Tyler Hero did his fake hustle against the Bucks. The moment that happened, Jimmy has been the sole creator that has a track record for being, a shot creator. They rely on a lot of movement, a lot of player movement, a lot of ball movement. So I think they'll be fine. There's avenues to attack Denver. My thing is, if you're gonna get into a shootout with Denver, you're probably gonna lose the shootout. Like that's just how that's gonna happen. So they're gonna have to they have to play immaculate offensively. And I think they'll be fine defensively. Like the principles and the schemes and the effort and the belief will be there.
Spoken right it up, man. Spoken right
He
it up.
can do it, but is it going to matter when Jokic is over there? There's nothing he hasn't seen. Like I saw people on Twitter talking about something. Well, you don't put Bam on him right away. You get a smaller player and you try to front him as much as possible.
So,
Now that
do what y'all did. That's
fine.
Yeah.
It sounds fine.
Yep.
until it don't work.
It sounds fine until the help comes and they throw it over the top. And by the time the help gets there, the ball is gone. Nigga, this is Jokic. They passing it to Anthony Davis. The ball's going to be gone, fool. So now you're at a disadvantage and you're giving Aaron Gordon 4 dunks a game. You're getting KCP cutting to the rim. You're getting Jamal Murray wide open threes. Michael Porter Jr. wide open threes. So you really got to pick your poison. If you're Spo defensively, what I think he's going to do is say, Jokic, if you score 99 points, I don't care. But what ain't going to happen is you're going to have 35, 15, and 15. You can't have that happen. You can't let him get others involved and him get his game off. Now, that's harder to do than it is to say, of course. You know what I'm saying. It's fucking Nikola Jokic, dude. But that's what I think the game plan is going to be. Let him go one-on-one with, poor fucking Kevin Love. Oh, God. Kevin's going to get his ass beat for the first quarter every series, every game of the series, unless they start. I saw people talk about they're going to start Cody Zeller. Can we be real for a second? Like, come on, man. What the fuck?
We was talking about that at the end of Game 7. We were like, so
it's gonna be halftime and Zeller got 4 fouls.
Nigga, half. It's gonna be a minute and a half through the first name. Oh, Cody Zeller's been called for his 3rd personal foul. Like, yeah, nigga, duh. Like, you have to you just say Bam or Kevin. Just
Cody.
Stay strong. Just stay strong and let him hook shot you to death. Just let it happen. Because if you let Jamal Murray get going too, then it's a problem.
Then it's curtains.
Then it's curtains. Then you got Michael Porter Jr. hitting fadeaway threes in the corner.
I'm going to be honest. I think
the
biggest issue that people underestimate about Denver is when Murray gets hot. Because when Murray gets hot,
it's over after that.
Everything is open. Everything is open. Now you got to go out and step out and you got to guard the 3. Now that you're guarding the 3 and you're all on the perimeter, you have an MVP down there to worry about. Now he can swing this shit. And guess what? It's some niggas on the team that shoot better than Murray.
There's 2 of them that start. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's crazy how potent they are offensively. But I think I'm gonna dial it back a little bit on Denver. I think we're underestimating the Heat a little bit. Yeah. Like, I see Denver might sweep them tweets, and I'm like, do y'all think Denver's the 96 Dream Team or something? Like, everybody, calm down. I think we not overrating Denver because they're a finals team, but since they beat the Lakers in 4 and the Lakers were the second best team in the conference, everybody's like, oh, they're gonna smash Miami. This is Eric fucking Spoelstra we're talking about here. This is the Heat, man. The Heat are gonna play hard, and it's gonna be a much more competitive series than people think. Yeah. I think, in my opinion.
Just don't let Denver go up 3-0. I know that.
Well, for one, Denver's going to be up 2-0 because I just don't see how you can win in Denver. How, nigga?
I mean, did they lose at home yet?
No. Not one time.
And game 1's the automatic dubs.
They're going to go in there. Max Strus ass going to be gassed by the middle of the first quarter, and it's going to be curtains because that's just how it is in Denver, man. Now, like I said, I think it's going to be a good series, and I think the real key for Miami is how can they keep up this jump shooting, man. They are hitting threes at a crazy rate. They're going to be there for the taking the way Denver plays defense.
I don't think in Denver, yo. I don't think tonight, especially because, that.
I don't see why not. Shooting travels. It's all the other aspects of the game.
Shooting travels, but I think they're gonna be pretty fatigued.
Well, they're
especially being in the higher altitude. You know what I'm saying? So
fuck the altitude. They were just in a battle for their lives.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Considering on top of that, and you just like I said, Denver been off for a week and a half. Miami just got 2-3 days.
Denver could be rusty.
They could. I just don't think that tonight.
You could get a 1 for 12 3-point game from Jamal Murray. You could get that. I doubt it. I highly doubt it, but it can happen. Miami could easily steal this game. They're good. They're a really good team, bro. Yeah. Like this is probably the most well-coached team in the playoffs. They have a star. They have some nigga. Their role players played better than Jimmy Butler the last 4 games.
Yep.
Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent. Shit, Duncan Robinson is now a person again. Y'all remember when Duncan Robinson died in everybody's eyes?
Yeah,
He's back.
he is back.
Like he's actually playing good ball.
10
He
points a
talking to the
game. That's
crowd
what
and
I'm
shit,
talking
telling
about,
them to
baby.
listen to him. I'm like, oh shit.
That's what I need.
For this year. Next year, he
Yeah,
gonna be
next
gone.
year,
He
next
gone.
year it'll be some undrafted rookie from fucking Toledo, and he'll become Duncan Robinson for the Heat.
Yeah,
You know
Duncan
that.
Robinson gone. Duncan Robinson ass finna go be a Piston or something.
Yeah, he finna be a Spur. Him and Wemby finna run off screens, nigga. It's finna be glorious.
That'd be hard. That'd be tough. I can ride with that. Oh shit, where am I trying to? Oh yeah. I saw this question on Twitter earlier today.
All right.
I want to ask you guys, what do you think is more of a factor in this game for the team individually, not like against the other team per se? Jamal Murray continuing this hot streak, you know what I'm saying, being consistent and putting up the points that he's able to put up, or the Heat's kind of like, I say Heat role players playing consistently throughout this.
What's more important?
Yeah, what would be more important or more impactful to the game?
Oh, the Heat role players for sure. Yeah, for sure, the Heat role players. Because Jamal Murray, last series, if I'm not mistaken, averaged like 32 and a half a game. If Jamal takes a step back and averages 23 and a half a game, I think that's way more than good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But if the Heat role players don't continue to play well, it's going to be a quick series. It's going to be a quick series because as good as Jimmy is, he's not going to be able to do everything all the time. We saw it. He was gassed in that Miami series. After game 3, he was just tired. Against Boston. Boston did some things, threw some different looks at him, of course. But like Jimmy was like 12 for 28, game 5. Like I forgot what he was, game 6, but it wasn't what he was doing early in the series. Miami's role players, bro. Kyle Lowry, Duncan, Kevin Love, all of them have to play good. Like good. Not one of them gets played off the fucking court. They have to play good in this, especially on the road. Because all you ask for as a coach and as a player in the end of games is it to be close in the fourth quarter with your guys and you got a shot. If them role players aren't playing well enough, I don't think they have a shot, man. Like that was so much of their game last round was Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Duncan, Kyle Lowry hitting timely shots. Like all that stuff mattered. Now they are getting Tyler Hero back this round.
Absolutely.
Game 3.
I don't remember what hand he hurt.
It was his left.
It was the right hand. It was the right hand.
It was right. It was a shooting hand.
Yep.
Tyler can live in that, not live in it because he shoots a lot of threes too. But Tyler can get going in that mid range where Jokic is going to be playing that drop coverage. So that could be important. And if Jokic, if he's not playing at the level, he's playing that drop and he's playing deep drop, he can take advantage of that space. They all have to play well. They all have to hit jump shots, basically. Because they don't have, other than Jimmy, and Bam's always around the rim. Who else is getting pressure on the rim on that team?
Caleb Martin.
Duncan Robinson.
I'm about to say Caleb Martin, who did it for a series. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think the role players have to. Now, I'm not asking them that. I think they shooting 44% from 3 last series or for the playoffs or some shit like that. I don't know if they're going to do that, but they got to be good enough. The Jamal Murray thing, not that it won't matter because they have Jokic, but like we've seen Jamal Murray in the playoffs before. We know he's good enough in the playoffs, consistently enough for me to be like, oh, well, if he doesn't average 33 a game, I'm not worried about him going from 33 to 16 and a half or something like that. So I think he'll be good enough regardless. So it's the Miami role players, but they gotta keep it up. They have to if they want a shot for it.
Yeah. And then another thing too is people seem to forget there are other role players for Denver. If Murray goes down, KCP is having a great playoff run for some reason. And
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Lake
like,
of
come
Legend.
on, bro. Bruce Brown's coming in and he's cooking. Like, people don't understand. Denver's a deep team. They can afford for Murray to fall off a little bit because the role players, they're for sure going to step up. And you still have an MVP.
But see, how far of a drop off from Murray are we talking though?
I'm talking about from that 30 just to like say 20.
I don't think he could go that low because name another person on Denver you trust dribbling besides Jamal Murray and Jokic.
Oh, dribbling, damn it!
You know what I'm saying? Like they got to dribble, nigga. Bruce Brown can do it in spurts. You can not run offense, but you could run sets with KCP because he's a fine enough dribbler. Christian Braun is a good enough ball handler, but like I'm talking about like running the offense because Jokic can't do it the whole damn time. He's going to have to sit sometime. Yeah. And some other times he's going to have to be the play finisher. So if Jamal doesn't have it going, or let's say Jamal gets in foul trouble, who's dribbling for them? Who's handling shit? That gets tough. So they're going to need Jamal to stay at a certain level. If Jamal averages 23, 6, and 5, I think that's good enough for him to win the chip.
Yeah.
What he can't do is average 19, 4, and 4. Then it's like, okay, what else? Unless you expecting Michael Porter Jr. to come out and, hit 4 threes a game, which is possible, but
very possible.
I don't know. And you're not getting that offensively from Aaron Gordon because I'm almost sure he's getting the Jimmy Butler assignment the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure.
That's all he's about to do, yo.
Yeah, they're probably going to give him the Jimmy Butler assignment the whole time unless he's out the game. And you got guys like Bruce Brown and KCP, in spurts.
Yeah. Then he's going to go Lob City again.
Oh, God. Yeah. But, yeah. Jamal's going to have to remain at a certain level, bro. Can't drop off too far. Just because, like I was saying earlier, this isn't like some unbeatable fucking team, man. This team has flaws. And they're in the finals, so, people going to take that a certain way. But that team can get got. You can beat Denver. They're not invincible, man. There's avenues and there's ways that you can beat these guys. You just got to take options. I mean, like, let's just put it this way. Offensive rating wise, they can't be the best offense ever like they were for a stretch of the postseason and in the regular season, like 123 rating. If they're like at 118, 117, Miami got a good shot, man. They got a good shot.
Yeah. They just got to be able to.
A good enough shot, at least.
They just got to be sound on offense, yo. They got to be able to score back. They got to be able to.
Miami's offense more, though. I think I trust Miami's offense more. Not because their defense is bad, but because, Jokic.
Yeah.
He solves all the problems, man.
Yeah.
He's the solution to everything. Best player in the world.
And Miami cannot go on too many stretches of slumps. They cannot do that. They can't. They just can't. They can't, and they can't let Denver go streaking too much neither. Not on the road. In Miami, sure, you can get away with it every now and then, but in Denver, you can't go 6 minutes without scoring a bucket. You can't go 4 minutes without a field goal. You can't do that. Not against them. It'll be 81-50 before you blink. But the crazy thing is, man, they've had some crazy comeback stats for the playoffs too. So what? It was last series or the series before last for Miami where they were like every time they were down 12, they won.
Resilient team, man.
So I was
they're in the finals. They're in the finals. Nobody would have predicted
for a reason
before the playoffs started, bro.
They're there for a reason.
Finals, man. That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy.
I used to pray for times like this.
All time on the all-time scale, who better right now, Jimmy Butler or James Harden?
James Harden.
James.
If Jimmy wins a ring, who's better?
Still James Harden. But listen, brother. All right, we ain't gonna sit here and do this.
I'm asking a question, man.
I mean,
I'm just
We're
saying.
As much as
nah,
I would love to say
we're
Jimmy
not
Butler
gonna
to
sit
piss
here and do
people
this.
off, I think it's
James
still
Harden
Harden.
is one of the best offensive players I've ever seen.
Sure.
That's cool.
Sure.
I
Jimmy,
can't
and
say
then I
something
think
I've
Jimmy
ever
would be
seen.
one of the best two-way players we ever seen. So I mean,
I
Jimmy has
can't
taken
say
two
that. I
separate teams to the
cannot
chip.
say that.
I mean, I think you could say that at that point if he leads the team to. I mean,
I can't. You can't. I can't.
I mean,
How far are we going? Are we saying like he's top 10 two-way?
Sure.
And for
okay,
one,
my bad. If you my bad, then no. I mean, it wouldn't be comparable to Harden being, one of the top 10 greatest.
Harden is the fourth best shooting guard ever at worst, or fifth, if you depending on who you talk to. If you
Well,
like
that's because
AI,
the shooting guard position is so saturated. So
it just depends what you like. I would still take Harden even if Jimmy won the ring because I've seen what Harden has done as an offensive engine. And like you don't average 35 and not be one of the best players ever. You don't do that not average 35 multiple years, but he has an MVP for a reason. He anchored all these really good offenses for a reason. He's just had some playoff failures. And we're just not going to sit here and act like Jimmy's flawless in the playoffs. Jimmy's a really good playoff performer. But let's calm it down a little bit. I just wanted to ask because I saw it.
he taking like 7 undrafted free agents to dance, yo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Eric
Man was a lot
Spoelstra,
of big brother.
huh? Eric Spoelstra doing that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's
don't
what
matter.
Eric Spoelstra do.
It don't matter. Niggas don't care about who the coach is when playing.
That's true. That's true. 30 years from now, they're gonna be like, who the fuck was coaching that Heat team? Was that Spo? They ain't gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't
Jimmy
gonna
get
let
that.
nobody
Jimmy get that
listen.
Finals MVP.
Not
We'll
on
be
my
I'm
watch.
not gonna let niggas forget it
Yeah,
because I love
I'm never gonna let somebody disrespect Eric Spoelstra in front of me.
that's a guy right there, yeah.
That's my
That's a
favorite
guy.
coach I've seen. That's my favorite basketball coach right there.
Ooh, my favorite coach.
He gotta be my favorite. I miss the Phil Jackson, and I don't really care for triangle shit. You feel me? So like, what you got, Popovich? I didn't like the
Phil
Spurs
didn't like
growing up.
Negroes, so I'm
Yeah.
not.
You feel me?
No, and I can't like Pop either. He a Spur.
Yeah, he is Spurs. Like, no offense, we all acknowledge the Spurs' greatness. There ain't nobody like watching them niggas. Nobody like watching them.
Damn, my favorite coach. I don't know.
I
Shit.
don't have one.
It's both of them,
Eddie
man.
Jordan.
Both,
I don't know.
both always was a
That's mine right there. Eddie
The
Jordan.
late great Eddie Jordan.
Oh my God! Stop saying that.
I'm like, hey, yo, great Eddie Jordan die, yo.
Like, no, he like 60.
Yeah, nah. For me, it's both. And then my second, it's gonna sound crazy, but I love Ty Lue, man. I don't care.
Ty Lue cool. I can
I
give him
love
Ty
Ty
Lue.
Lue.
Ty Lue,
I
my guy.
think Ty Lue would probably be my
Just
favorite.
just
coach.
the he's
I'm
the
newer.
adjustment king, man, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
I
fuck with
really
Ty Lue.
appreciate his game, man. I fuck with that, John.
Fuck
Yeah,
Doc Rivers.
I can't stand with
It's all love black coaches until we talk about Doc.
what's his real name? I forgot.
Now, Dwayne Casey ain't out that mix either. I hate him too. He stinks.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez, yo, no.
What is Doc's real name? Glenn.
Glenn
Glenn
Rivers.
Rivers. Yeah.
Glenn
Glenn.
Shivers, Glenn Quivers. Oh,
Disgusting.
yeah.
Okay.
No, that's what my man said.
There you go.
Shout out my man Rashid.
Shout out Rashid, yo.
But I think that's a pod, man.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Make sure y'all tune in about 24, 23 minutes, whatever it is. Game 1, NBA Finals, Denver Nuggets.
Jokic triple double.
Miami Heat.
Yeah, make sure y'all gamble, yo.
Michael Jordan Jr. We finna watch a good one tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
But thank y'all again for tuning in. Stu, tell them what you guys say, yo.
You know what it is, man. I love y'all. Everybody be safe. Don't talk to strangers and don't do drugs.
Unless the strangers are giving you